Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your April 2023 reading. This is Mystic Maud. So, the first and foremost, I'd like to talk about this slowing down card. This is from the Osho deck and it represents the anchor for this whole reading. And I have to say, I've already read it and his words are fantastically on point with the whole rest of this reading. And it's so good that I'm just going to read you what he says because it just. I mean, honestly, I could just read this card and it would be exactly what everything else is saying in this reading. And so I'm just going to say it to you. The Knight of Rainbows, which is what this slowing down card represents, is a reminder that just like this tortoise, we carry a home with us wherever we go. There's no need to hurry, no need to seek shelter elsewhere in another person or an actual physical shelter. Even as we move into the depths of emotional waters, we can remain self-contained and free from attachment. This is a time when we're ready to let go of any expectations you have about yourself or other people, and to take responsibility for any illusions you might be carrying. There's no need to do anything but rest in the fullness of who you are right now. If there are desires and hopes and dreams that are fading away, so much the better. Their disappearance is making space for a new quality of stillness and acceptance of what is. And you are able to welcome the development in a way you never have been able to before. Savor the quality of slowing down, of coming to rest, and recognizing that you are already home. So the central energy for April is the reverse star card. I'm seeing that in the outgoing energy position, the Seven of Swords, which is someone shady, something that's not in your best interest, something that's been stealing your energy, someone that's been stealing your energy, taking up a lot of your energy. It's like carrying too heavy of a burden, is being released from your life. Right now, you are reassessing your hopes and dreams and desires. You're reassessing who you are without this person, without this situation. You know, you're ready to move on from it. It's not feeling good. Maybe you are being manipulated. Maybe, you know, whatever it is, it wasn't good for you. It was carrying a lot of weight. Maybe this is an illusion even, you know, like maybe this is you deluding yourself about a situation. Maybe it was a job. You were like, oh, this is the direction I want to take my life. This is how I'm going to spend my energy. And it's just not working out the way that you thought it was going to. You know, the slowing down card was talking about letting go of the expectations you have of other people who are never going to change, or letting go of the expectations you might have around a job, or you know, just being attached to an outcome or the way a person could be but aren't being, you know? This is finding your way for yourself, replenishing your waters without this person, without this situation in your life. The opportunity here is to be the hermit. And it's clarified by the Hanged Man. We have so far we've got 3 major arcana cards, like right off the bat. This is a really important time in your life this month, this April. The Hermit is taking space to be alone. I'm really seeing this Seven of Swords as being someone in your life that maybe if they weren't being shady, then they were definitely being dramatic, or they were taking too much energy out of your life. Or maybe it was just it was holding you back from stepping into your fullness, into your gifts, into your star power. So the Hermit, the opportunity here is to be alone, you know, to go your own path, to reconnect with what you care about, what is important to you, what you stand for, who you are without the influences of other people. You can see here that he is literally just on a path. He's only looking down at the path in front of him. He's being lit by his own light, and he's not being influenced by other people. He's not letting other people tell him what his values are, what he cares about, what his worth is, what he should or should not be doing. He's doing his thing based on what he thinks, you know? So this is reflecting on what is yours and what isn't. This is getting to know your new desires, like, like this old chapter is behind you, and now you need to be looking at what you're doing going forward, who you are, having new dreams, new realities come forward. So we also have the Hangman in the opportunity position, and this is releasing, surrendering, accepting what is, and not holding on, being attached to things that aren't coming to fruition, releasing expectations you have of other people, just allowing yourself to realize this is never going to be the thing that you want it to be. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to make it into something that it isn't. Maybe it's a job or a person. Whatever it is, accept that it is going the way it's going, and stop trying to force it into something that it isn't. This is also a time to recognize your own personal hangups. What are your tendencies and behaviors that enable you to stick in situations too long, or that brought you into this kind of negative situation? What are your tendencies and behaviors that need to be addressed and changed so that you can step into your star power, your gifts? The world needs you. The world needs you to be doing the thing that you were here born to do. Your purpose, your thing that you're doing heals the world. No matter what it is, if you are living your best life, you are healing the world, I promise. So what challenges you, what's getting in the way, is interestingly this reverse Lovers card and the reverse Knight of Cups. So this is what's blocking you. So if this person's trying to get back with you, trying to draw you back into this situation, or maybe you're trying to draw them back into the situation. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Maybe you're panicking by being alone, or panicking without that job, or you put in your notice to vacate your home and now you're panicking about that. But whatever it is, just don't. This thing is going away because it needs to be released out of your life. You need to exhale the old and stagnant breath so you can breathe in new life. And that's what this is for. So the challenge is really releasing this thing, to let it go of it, release it with love, so that you can make room for what is trying to come in. And what's trying to come in is self-love. This is repleting your waters. This is an ace. This could even be a new love opportunity, but this I'm really seeing as being self-care. You need to replenish your own waters. Fill your cup back up. You're feeling depleted. This situation took a lot of energy out of you, and it's time to just spend some time alone, replenish your waters, so that when a better opportunity does come along, you're able to give it energy. You're able to see an opportunity as an opportunity and not wonder whether you're thinking clearly. This is really important. So what supports you in this whole thing is the Devil reversed, clarified by the Six of Cups. So what this is breaking free, not being drawn in by your happy memories, because that's what we always do, like even in the most toxic situations, we're like, oh, but it was so good. Like we always remember the way that things were in the best way. And it's so hard to remember how many times we felt manipulated or unseen or gaslit, or the ways that it blocked you from doing the things that really allow your creativity to flow, that allowed your life to flow, the way that you over compromised and gave too much, or the ways that you were blocking their flow. Sometimes it doesn't work. It goes both ways. When we're in toxic partnerships, we're blocking each other. And like I say partnerships, and it sounds like I'm talking about another person. And honestly, this very well could be another person, but it can be a job, like a job that's not right for you, and you're not right for that job. Then that job is not being available to someone who is right for that job, or that house, or that location, or just whatever this is for you. I know that you know what this is referring to. It's such a cohesive reading, so I know it's going to be for some of you for sure. But it's like, it's time to break free. It's time to let this thing go. Don't hold on to the past. Break free from the past. Start fresh. The advice card is the reverse Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So this is feeling gratitude, feeling happy and content in the place that you are, and not holding on to the plans that you made, not being attached to the plans or making plans for the future. Right now, just focus on getting back to you and figuring out who you are without this person, without this job, without this whatever, this friend, this house, figuring out who you are, getting centered, replenishing your reserves. Take it slow. Know that you are always home. You are always with you. And, like I said, it all comes back to this slowing down card. This is the anchor. You can look it up for yourself. It's from the Osho deck. And it's about releasing expectations, releasing your plans, the plans that you had, your attachments to the things that you had going on, that person, those plans, whatever it is, getting back to who you are and what you're here to do. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, especially share with someone you feel like could really receive this message. If you'd like your own personal reading, you can visit me at mysticmaude, MAUDE.com and schedule a reading, or I will link my Calendly in the description, and you can book through there. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading, almost daily reading. Anyways, and I hope that you have an amazing April. Take care.